Hey guys, Attorney Brent Boyer from Adams. So today I wanted to talk about custody and paternity and those types of issues. So the question that'll come up is it possible for you to get custody of a child if you're not on the birth certificate? So this can happen, you never were married, you have a child together, and you weren't present at the birth of the child for whatever reason, you weren't there. So then you did not sign an affidavit of parentage, your name isn't getting put on the birth certificate potentially, and you go forward that way. That certainly can happen, and it's not a huge concern. It just dictates, how you can resolve this, how things need to be done through Michigan courts, and the path you need to take to do this the right way. So you can establish your rights. You can still establish custody rights. Custody being two different categories. There's legal custody and physical custody. You can still establish that and set up joint legal custody, establish a physical custody arrangement, and do parenting time, child support, the whole thing. So it is possible, even if you weren't on the birth certificate, you never signed an affidavit of parentage, you can still do that. What this would mean is it's a different type of case that you would need to file. Instead of filing a custody case through the courts, you would file a paternity case. So then the first step in the paternity case after it's filed is establishing DNA testing, establishing paternity. So you would first have to establish that you're the father of the child. Then you can go on to step two, which would be working out a custody arrangement, what to do with legal custody, physical custody, parenting time, and then if there is any, what child support would look like. So that's how that goes. So it basically just dictates a different path as a starting point of doing a custody case, doing a paternity case as opposed to a custody case, because paternity is not yet established. Now you may agree that you're the father, it's not in dispute, but without that affidavit of parentage, without any paternity testing, you would still need to file a paternity case and start things that way. Once that gets filed, you can file your complaint for paternity, you establish the DNA testing, get that done, establish that you're the biological father. Then you can go forward with legal custody, first of all, which is decision making, and you can pursue getting joint decisions in the child's life, major decisions like medical, schooling, religion, whatever it might be. Set up joint custody, joint legal custody, which will be your decision-making bundle of rights. And then you can also set up physical custody and parenting time, which go kind of hand in hand, they overlap. Set up a schedule of when the child's with you, when the child's with mom, deal with parenting time for school if they're, at this point they're probably not school age, but set up a schedule of when you have them during the week, when you have weekends, what you're doing for holidays, vacations, and all that type of thing, and get all that put in place. Then you have something you can go on. You have a written schedule. You have your rights are determined, because through Michigan, there's really no way to establish legal rights to the child anyways. You really would have to file a case, whether it's a paternity case or a custody case, to establish your rights legally as the father. Without that, you really would never have the right, you really would never have legal rights. You never could count on a custody and parenting time arrangement without a court case being filed. You would need to do that. It's kind of like doing an adoption. You need to do the paperwork, get it approved by the court, then it's established that you're the legal father, and you can set up those rights, custody, parenting time, support, whatever it might be. So that's how you should be looking at it if you were never on the birth certificate and did not sign an affidavit of parentage. So hopefully that helps. Thanks.